Welcome back, fellow milk drinkers, to yet another Monday Milk Review. Today, we're finally rotating back to some of the Kikkoman soy milks. Today, it's going to be the mango flavored milk. I know a lot of people have been looking forward to this, namely, I know Sebastian and I think Antfire Boy. I don't think this is the first time we've done a mango flavored milk before. I remember bringing up the fact that I'm not actually a fan of true mango, but I really like dried mango. I don't really think there's probably too much of a difference, but for some reason, I prefer one over the other. For those that are new or don't remember previous episodes, the Kikkoman soy milk range has about 23 flavors in it. It's absolutely insane. Hailing from Japan, it is so typical that they would be absolutely excessive when it comes to flavor options. Looking towards the design, we can see it's got this really vibrant, bright orange coloring. In a really subtle orange, it's probably not going to show up on the camera. You can see there's actually monstera leaves and I think hibiscus. They're really hard to see. I only noticed them just before as I was pulling this up, getting ready to review. It really implies some sort of tropical theme. I don't really understand the relation between monstera and mango, because I don't think monstera plants are really known for their tropical nature, but the hibiscus makes sense. Just like all of the other Kikkoman soy milks, it's 200ml and it's a 1 serving size bottle. If you're interested in the nutritional information, I'll put that on screen for you now, but without further ado, let's open this up. Of course, I am going to do my trick from when pouring from a carton. You want to fold up these flaps, cut a bit off the tip, and then poke a hole through the membrane in the back. This just helps air travel through the packet and allows it to pour smoothly and avoids the glug. I'm sure Creepy Parsnip's going to appreciate that. So let's just quickly give it a cut. Wow, look at that color. It's way more yellow than any of the other Kikkoman flavors we've seen so far. A lot of the others have just been a really plain milk color, and you wouldn't really be able to distinguish them from a regular soy milk. This one definitely has a bit of coloration to it, which makes it a little bit more unique standing amongst the rest that we've looked at so far. Let's go for that smell. Oh my goodness, that is a very, very authentic smelling mango. I really have to give props to the Kikkoman range. They've always had a really good smell and they seem to always really take pride in their accuracy of flavor. This one does feature, I think, about 10% mango juice. I'll have to fact check that later, but I think that's a pretty good indication to where their authenticity comes from. Let's give it a smell from the glass. Again, just really, really authentic. We're not going to see much creaminess or body coming from a soy milk, which is always unfortunate. The Kikkoman tend to have a little bit more of a juice vibe than they do flavored milk. So let's get into that flavor. Wow, what's weird about this one is there's actually quite a bit more thickness than I think I remember seeing from all of the other entries. So much so that it's significant, although I don't really think I could call it a creaminess, it's just kind of thick. There is a very, very subtle tone behind the mango of, I think, the soy milk that's supposedly comprising most of this liquid. I don't particularly like the way that soy milk tastes, so when I say that it's quite hidden, I really do mean it's quite hidden. Being not so much of a mango fan, I do find that this flavor is a little bit strong to my liking, but I don't think the regular mango enjoyer would have any issue with it. It packs a really fruity, zesty punch, which you don't see from anyone other than Kikkoman. I don't really classify it as flavored milk because it just doesn't really feel like it, but in terms of the loosest definitions of flavored milk, they do qualify. I tend to categorize them as dairy alternates, which makes them a yes but no at the same time. The flavor is starting to get a little bit overwhelming towards the end, so I think I'm going to call it quits there. Overall, I'm quite impressed by this flavor. It's really powerful, really fruity, and quite authentic. There's a little bit more thickness than I expected, but overall, even though I don't particularly enjoy this, and I don't think I'd reach for it again, I feel like it's deserving of an 8 out of 10. That recreation of mango flavor is really impressive, and I don't think a regular person would be disappointed by it. If you're looking to try this yourself, you're probably going to want to hop into a random Asian grocer and just cross your fingers. But that about wraps us up for this week's episode of the Monday Milk Review. Thank you very much for watching. Please, if you've enjoyed, drop a like and maybe even consider subscribing. Remember to check out my TikTok channel as well. It's just JK Williams, as is all my socials. Thank you once again, and I'll see you next week in the Monday Milk Review. Bye bye.